guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. And this is going to be my review for the latest Fire Force chapters. I've missed quite a few. It's been a long time since I've read some Fire Force. I think I've got 2 to 3 chapters to catch up on, so this is going to be my review for them. All in one video because I don't think they'll get viewed otherwise. So yeah, all in one video. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read a chapter, stop, talk about the chapter, then move on to the next one. But obviously, like I said, it's gonna be all in one video. So first chapter up, 113, I think it was. And so within this chapter, all that's happened is that they're making their way and they run into a mole who can somehow speak English. I think this is a result within the result of the gas that everyone's been breathing in. And he says, "Oh yeah, I know where you're going. Let me guide you." So obviously, that comes across a little bit shady. Where if you come from, why are you so willing to help? But other than that, I don't really have no predictions for this small character. He could essentially be a good guy. There might be just nothing of it. So early in the chapter, we have everyone being affected by the gas, and obviously we get to see how the gas is affecting everyone, and it's affecting everybody slightly, well, pretty much different for everyone. But obviously, we know they're not in their right frames of mind. This possibly was done for comic relief within the chapter, but me personally, I don't really find these kind of things funny. And if the gas is only going to play this kind of role within the arc, it is kind of an unnecessary step. And that's just for me. You might have found it funny, and if you did, good for you. Um, Another thing, probably last thing that I want to mention is that how so when the small hopped out, he's being chased by a worm, and he's like, "Yeah, I can help you, but you need to help me first." And then we have Shinra and I forgot the other guy's name. They go head off to fight this worm. So right now they're not with the party. The party's kind of split away from them. But that's not what I wanted to mention. I just wanted to mention that how the kids' skateboard, for me anyway, was reminiscent, was the Easter egg of kids' skateboard from Soul Eater. Obviously, the parent series to this series. And that's the last thing I wanted to mention. So no predictions. I'm just gonna keep on reading for now and we'll see how things go. I'm gonna give this chapter a 2-star rating and call it a review. So with chapter 114, they arrive at the Oasis, and before they get to the Oasis, we see them, just on the way. They have a little pit stop, and they meet a friend of the moles, and this friend is a crow, and he could also speak in English, human talk. We'll say human talk. And so right from there, I just said to myself, okay, maybe it's not the gas that that gave them the ability to speak. And while they're on their pit stop, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but they do look out and they do see that this place, Shinra and his friend, they do see that this place is riddled with flame humans. There's a lot of flame humans going on there, and that obviously must have something to do with the Adora burst that happened within this vicinity. And yeah, nothing more to say about that. This chapter did start to get me interested in what has happened. Let me start again. This chapter did start to get me interested in this arc because up until now it's been pretty meh in my opinion. But stuff that happened within this chapter started to get me interested, especially when we get to see that flame human horseman deal thing right there, like the guy got me interested, and I'm wondering what exactly happened within this area, why there's so many flame humans populating this area, and how things progress forward from here. So I'm going to give this chapter 3 stars. So chapter 115, we have Shinra and company heading towards what they think is Amaterasu. We don't really get any clarification if it is or not, but regardless if it is or not, that's exactly where they're heading. So they have to walk through what seems like a forest to get to this area, and while they're walking through this area, the mole is telling them, like, yo, there's pirates within this vicinity, so a fight might have to break out. and I forget the guy's name, but the guy who's leading them at this present moment in time is saying, we're firefighters, we're not the army. That's not our mission. We're just here to investigate. If I can do that without fighting, that's what I'm gonna do. Shinra, on the other hand, he's like, no, we have to fight. I'll fight. Our investigation's going down. Whatever I need to do, I need to do. And it's hinted towards that he may possibly being controlled again. And Arthur does catch on to this as well. He's like, yo, bro, you right? You right? You good? Being controlled again? If you are, talk to me. So we get that dynamic in there as well. As the chapter goes on, the pirates that the Moor was talking about come out to play. And this is where we find out they're not pirates in the sense of, One Piece Luffy or the traditional pirates, yo ho ho, ar, and all that. The pirates that the Moor has been talking about is flame human dogs or flame doggies, as I'm gonna call them from now on. So they come out, they start attacking. The fight's gonna break out. Arthur deals with some of them. The chapter does end off with Shinra getting an Adora link. Now, it's hinted towards that this Adora link is between him, Shinra, and the Amaterasu, which is in the distance. The mole's been calling it God. So it is hinted that the link is between those two parties, and what the link is telling Shinra is to protect. And that's how we leave off the chapter. So I said it for the last chapter, the arc is starting to get interesting. Still feel this way, it's finally starting to get interesting. This arc is finally starting to get interesting. Can't wait to see what happens next. I think this could possibly be one of the longer arcs for this manga. Most of the arcs have been pretty damn short, and I think we might get a lengthy one for the first time, possibly. If not a lengthy one, I reckon this will definitely be the longest arc so far. I'm gonna give this a 3, call it a review, like always guys, what's good for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care, have a nice day.